Hello friends, my name is Ramasu. Today we shall discuss about our topic iPhone versus Android. Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in technology or you want to learn about it. So let's start. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell option as well so that my new videos can reach to you. Friend, here are at Android. We can many reason why Android beats Apple's mobile operating systems any day. Google's alternatives offer a more open platform choice, value, versatility, and customization, to name a few things. But if Android is so much better, what keeps iOS users hooked to iPhone and iPads actually? While many argue it's branding and status things, we believe reason go beyond vanity. We are tech lovers before anything else and have to accept there are certain things iOS does better than Android. So now let's talk about it. iOS is generally faster and smoother. And having used both platforms daily for years, we have encountered way fewer hiccups and slow downs using iOS. Performance is one of the things iOS usually does better than Android. This seems ridiculous considering iPhone internals. The iPhone i13 Pro Max is currently the most powerful Apple smartphone, and it features a 6-core CPU with 6 GB of RAM. Those specifications would be considered mid-range at best in current Android handsets. The truth is, we tend to get a little lost in these specs and often forget to look at what matters. Performance doesn't only come from powerful specs, there is more to processing power than cores and speed clocks. It has been proven Apple processors are better than others. Welcome, whether Apple processors are better or not, what matters most is iOS is optimized to work perfectly with the few devices Apple makes. Meanwhile, Android is dropped into a sea of smartphones, tablets, and other products. It's up to QEMs to optimize the software for the hardware, and they sometimes do a poor job at it. Apple's cloud ecosystem makes for tighter integration, so iPhones don't need super powerful specs to match the high-end Android phones. It's all in the optimization between hardware and software. Since Apple controls production from beginning to end, it can ensure resources are used more efficiently. Furthermore, developers have to follow a stricter process to release Apple, not to mention they don't have to optimize their apps for what may seem like an infinity of devices. This is not to say all iOS devices can outperform all Android devices. Some Android phones are made with beastly internals and stunning performances. Generally, though, iOS devices are faster and smoother than most Android phones at comparable price ranges. For example, an iPhone 13 mini can perform nearly as well as the highest end iPhone, and it starts at $699 MSRP. Even the budget iPhone SE is a great performer. iOS is super simple to use. Sometimes what we love about Android makes it a less enticing platform to the general consumer, while uh, like while Google and its partnered manufacturers have been getting better at making Android more intuitive, especially with Android 12. The truth is, it can still be a bit confusing dealing with random icon placement, endless settings, and full customization is not for everyone. Furthermore, inconsistency between phone makers creates a learning curve, as most Android phones looks and feel different from one another. Apple fans love their operating system simplicity, and it is arguably one of the things iOS does better than Android. There is not much to iOS, and that's part of the allure. Many iPhone lovers don't want a phone to mess around with and customize. They want a device that works well, is easy to use, and can take them to their content with the least amount of effort. This is what the is just work expression is all about. Then timely updates. Updating software is one of the things iOS does better than Android. If your iOS device qualifies to get the latest update, it will get it and soon as it launches. This can be bad news for other devices that can't handle more resource intensive iOS versions very well. That is another topic and something to worry about only if you have a significantly older Apple devices. The updating process is not as seamless with Google's Android ecosystem. Google only gives direct updates to its two own products like the Pixel 6 or Pixel SA, or even those have been known to fail at getting updates efficiently sometimes. Manufacturers like Samsung, Sony, Motorola, and others have to get the update from Google, work on it, optimize it for your device, and then send it to out. The Apple ecosystem. This is one of the most of a tier because Google has gotten much better at integrating its services across devices in the past few years. Regardless, Apple products like iPhone, iPads, Apple TVs, Apple Watches, and Mac computers are tightly integrated with iCloud, iMessage, FaceTime, and other in house services. While Google has its competing services which work great too, they have a learning curve and don't feel as intuitively connected. Some of the apps required to access core Google services are not pre installed, forcing users to go hunting for them in the Google Play Store. This may not seem like a huge deal to most of us techie savvy users, but it can be daunting task to some or at the very least an annoyance. Security. Thanks for to Google security updates becoming more consistent, this topic is not as one-sided as it once was. Google has continued to secure the Google Play Store and add measures to ensure your phones and information stay safe. These include things like sandboxing, two-step verification, Google Play product, further controlled app permissions, and more. These upgrades, along with more educated users, make for a robust Android security that begins to rival iOS. Whether iOS is better than Android in security is now up for debate, but the consensus still gives Apple the upper hand here as well. Apple CarPlay. No matter how many times we give Android Auto chance, like Apple's alternatives has neatly arranged icons. You can move these icons around to prioritize your favorite apps for easy access. Sounds familiarity. Yep, it works with like iOS on a phone or a tablet. Some things have been moved around, but the experience is much more uniform. Around Auto has moved away from its totally random interface which was based on recommendations. Now it's more similar to Apple CarPlay as it has a list of apps you can easily access. It's still a bit more convoluted through, not to mention Android Auto's performance just seems to lag behind despite sometimes using some of the most powerful phones in the market. Superior support. Friend, Apple leads the way in tech customer support. Apple Care may be expensive, but claims for iOS devices are a absolute breeze. If you have got a local Apple store, you can often walk out with a brand new device in less than an hour. Speaking of Apple stores, love them or hate them, Apple's retail locations have a signature look that many retailers have tried to copy. The open plan design draws you in as soon as you walk by. Large numbers of staff are on hand to help you with any purchase or problem. They even have free classes to teach you how to use Apple devices. Then resale value. Affordability is not precisely one of the things iOS does better than Android, but the basically Apple has a market advantage over most of its mobile competitors. iPhones, iPads, and other Apple products typically hold their value much better than Android products. This means you can sell them for more when it's time to switch devices, and because Apple products are so popular, they usually sell much faster and in a better way as well. Then Apple's AirFlags. Another thing iOS managed to do better than Android is Bluetooth trackers. These little gadgets can track and locate items. We have seen Samsung, Tile, and other companies release very similar devices, and you can even argue they can be better in some ways. But Apple has something no other competitor can match. Apple's network of devices has much more converge whenever you go. So friend, thank you. Thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please share it with the friends and colleagues. And thanks a lot for watching the video.